Hey guys, I wanted to do a review of an app that I use quite often for sort of stock research and sort of macro research, really. Seeing a lot of people sort of reviewing a number of sort of paid apps, and I sort of thought this, as a free app, provides quite a lot of sort of useful insight, really, and would probably suffice for a lot of people. So they've got a website, investing.com, but they also do this app. It's free as an ad-supported model, or you can pay, I think, £100 and remove the ads for life, which is pretty good. But yeah, so you can sort of use it as a general research tool, basically. So they've got sort of the live prices for all the sort of indexes. So you've got, UK, US indexes, your sort of European, French, Spanish, all that sort of thing. You've also got the futures, so you can see sort of either before the US market opens. So the US market opens at 2:30 in the UK, but you can see the sort of current futures price sort of before the market opens, if you're looking to sort of see how sentiment is outside of market time. So I find that quite useful sometimes. And you can add these to your watch list and sort of create a custom watch list. So you've also got shares, individual shares as well. So you can sort of see your main US shares there, for example. It shows sort of the most active ones, and then sort of top gainers of the day, top losers of the day, 52-week highs and 52-week lows. And you can sort of change market. So you can go to UK shares and it'll show you the same metrics, top gainers and top losers. This would be sort of across all three, sort of FTSE 100, 250, everything. So would be nice to sort of go drill down into, say, just FTSE 250 shares and have this same breakdown, but it's not something they offer, unfortunately. But you could probably go elsewhere for that. This gives a sort of good brief overview, and again, for free, I think this is quite useful. So go back to the US. Again, you can add these to your watch list as well. So you can have sort of indexes and custom shares, or and individual shares all in one watch list. So I'll show you that in a sec. You've also got commodities, so you can check sort of gold and silver prices and that sort of thing. Currencies, so a lot of people noticing in trading 212 and that sort of thing. Stocks might be going up or down, but you're then having a currency impact if you're investing in the UK. So you can sort of see, longer term maybe what's happening with the pound to dollar ratio. So you can sort of see maybe with Brexit and that sort of thing in the UK, you might be buying US stocks and it's going to be affected by the dollar conversion rate as well as just what you're buying. So it can be handy to sort of keep an eye on that. And they also give cryptocurrency as well, handy to sort of keep an eye on. I don't really use this too much for cryptocurrency sort of information, but can be handy to have there. I do keep it on my watch list. And they've got sort of bonds, ETFs, and funds. So you can sort of add all of those to, say, a custom watch list, which I've got here. So I sort of keep the couple of UK markets, the US markets, and sort of China and Japan, just to sort of give a bit of another view. The dollar index, which is sort of the dollar's weight against the rest of the world's currencies, basically. So that sort of tends to trade inversely to gold and silver, and will sort of sometimes trade inversely to the stock market, really. If the dollar's sort of going up, then other stock markets will go down. And I keep the sort of currency conversions on there just to see whether I'm being impacted by the pound. Keep gold and silver on there, and then that's platinum and palladium. You can keep the oil price on there just to see what's happening. It sort of affects more than just oil companies, so I'm invested in Shell, but this does affect sort of a lot of companies. My gold mining shares, their sort of biggest expense really is oil, so that's good to keep an eye on. And then I have Bitcoin in sort of pounds and dollars on multiple exchanges, just to check if one of them sort of showing a bit of a red flag. It sort of gives you just sort of an average price. So quite handy as just a quick little watch list to, just to look at, sort of maybe once a week if you want to, or if you're really, really sort of into it, you can check this every day. But yeah, so that's quite handy. And they also have news, just a sort of general financial news section. And they also have, you can go into particular topics, go into sort of commodity news, forex news, if you just want stock market. They've even got one for Brexit, cryptocurrencies and that sort of thing. So that's quite handy to have within the app. And also got calendar. So this is sort of financial news calendar. So you can see sort of what's going on sort of around the world, and you can filter this to only show certain countries. So I have it on UK, European, US and Japan, and sort of shows you what's coming up. So every Thursday at the moment I do tend to sort of keep an eye on the jobless claims in the US, just to see what's happening with unemployment, and they'll give you sort of when interest rate decisions are coming up and that sort of thing. So that's quite handy. A lot of people sort of try and find an economic calendar, so just to have all that in one is handy. And just a few other sort of, in the more section, they give you a few more bits and pieces. So you've got currency converters and that sort of thing, just tools. They give you a stock screener as well, so you can sort of whittle down companies if you're looking to invest in by, say, PE ratio if you're value investing, or you want to find big companies by market cap. Dividend yield is quite handy if you're looking for sort of good dividend payers. So you can use this as a sort of base to find companies that you might want to look into further. I think to have all this in one app for free is pretty good. The ads aren't particularly intrusive. You have one at the top there and one at the bottom. I have clicked on them sort of a few times by accident, and it'll take you onto the internet and you just have to shut it down and go back to the app. But I sort of learn where they are and tend not to click all that much. But yeah, you've got that option to sort of pay £100 and get rid of all the ads for life. So a lot of the apps that people are sort of suggesting. Some of them are sort of £10 a month, £100 a year, and seem to provide sort of similar information, really. So yeah, I would say just have a download and create yourself a little watch list and sort of see how you get on with it. Yeah, so all in all, a pretty good app. If you got any queries, leave them down below in the comments, and would appreciate a like if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.